All it takes is 3 claps.
Nigga, pay attention.
Hey Plastics, thank you for clicking on my video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Virginia, and today this video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to tell you guys tips on how I got so confident. So backstory, I decided to make this video because people always ask me like, how am I so confident so young, like at such a young age? I have all the confidence. Or like people who are in their like late 30s and 40s tell me like, I wish I had your confidence when I was your age. And I'm like, I thought that was normal. But I mean, it's like, okay, I understand how people can struggle with confidence. So I'm gonna give you guys tips because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I used to struggle with confidence as well, and I just taught myself how to be confident, and that's what happened. So I was there, y'all. We all had that point. You know, life is about learning and growing. So I have my notebook because I got some gems in here. Okay, it's some bangers in here, and I just want to give you guys all of that. I didn't want to miss anything. So if y'all see me reading my journal, not too much, okay? So starting with my number one tip, the biggest, most important tip is self-love. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. It's the best thing that you can do for those around you. Self-love, pouring into yourself. We're like plants, right? So we need to pour into ourselves in order to grow. We need to water ourselves in order to grow. And self-love is obviously like one of the number one ways to pour into yourself. And self-love can be different in different ways for different people. Some ways for me of self-love is self-care, face mask, you know, making myself look cute, look good, like keeping myself done. It's gonna look different for everyone. Self-care is making money, working on myself, making money, and, you know, living my life, healing myself and loving myself before I expect a man to do that for me. You get what I mean? Clock it. Okay. So yeah, one of the biggest things you can do for your confidence is self-love. Work on yourself, work on your self-love, do things for yourself, be there for yourself, keep the promises that you make with yourself. My second tip to build confidence is to make sure you look good. You know why? Because when you look good, you feel good, right? You don't want to ever look like what you're going through. We all go through a lot. It's life. You know, there has to be hurt in order to heal. There has to be pain in order to love, or, you know, I'm just saying. But no, seriously. You never want to look like what you're going through. Ever. Because what you're going through is, I'm not going to say we all don't go through shit. Of course we go through shit. Of course you go through serious shit. But you always have to make sure you don't look like that, because you're already going through it, right? It's gonna be worse if you're already going through it, you know, whatever, you're sad, you're depressed, and you get up, you look in the mirror and you look like a potato. It's not giving. You have to make sure you look cute. Even if you just put a little lip balm on and that's all you do for the day. Lip balm, make sure you just do your daily routine, your skincare. Like, trust me, it's 1,000 times worse to be going through something and you look in the mirror and you don't even like what you see, versus when you're going through something and you look in the mirror, you can be like, oh, at least I'm cute. At least I'm pretty. Like, you know, if all fails, at least there's that. It's also all about putting in that extra effort that 90% of people don't, right? Putting on that chapstick that day, doing your lip combo that day. Doing these little things are so big. They matter, and people pay attention to that, even if you think they don't. And it's not even, you know, of course, not just for other people, it's for yourself as well. Like, you're doing it so that when you look in the mirror, you can be like, okay, I look put together. I'm happy with how I look. I'm satisfied with how I look. That's always the goal. So when you're leaving the house, I don't care where you're going. I don't care if you're going down the streets to ask your neighbor for some milk. Put on a little blush, put some lip gloss on, spray your favorite fragrance. The time is now. Like, people are going to stare and talk shit about you regardless. People are going to stare and have something to say regardless. Give them something to talk about. Give them something to talk about, like, you know. My light died. Hopefully y'all can still see me. But yeah, like just to film this video, I sprayed my YSL Mon Party fragrance, and I'm smelling it right now, and it's just making me feel so good, just because I know if I walk past y'all right now, I smell good as fuck. Y'all can smell me through the screen. Do you smell that? That's me. Like, you know, it makes a difference. It just gives you that confidence boost that you need. It's the little things that build up to you having higher confidence, to your confidence increasing. Like, you have to take these little steps to build that confidence. Like, it's not just gonna come in one day, right? So my next tip, I don't even know what number one, 4? I think 4. My next tip is to fake it until you make it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I know that sounds cliche, but that shit works. I had like zero confidence, middle school, zero confidence, but I literally walked around like I was the baddest bitch. I gave no fucks. Like, cause I mean, who could tell me I wasn't? Who's gonna check me? Not you. Who the baddest bitch? Not you. Let me stop. But yes, like faking it till you make it works, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference, right? And people around you are not gonna know that you're faking, and if they do, so fucking what? But they're not gonna know. Like, you just have to embody it. If you want it, embody it. You get it? If you tell yourself that you're a baddie in your head and you walk around like you're a baddie, then you're a baddie. Y'all don't realize that's literally what baddies do. That's what these confident bad bitches do. We just be like, I can do that because I'm that bitch. I can wear this and I can look like that and I could do this and say this because I'm that bitch. That's all it is. That's really all it is. You just have to convince yourself, like, convince yourself that that's what it is, and that's what it is, because who the fuck can tell you no? It's your life. My next tip is to listen to subliminals, say affirmations, and pray. Those are very important. They have taken me so far in this confidence journey. I am unstoppable. You know, I think that these all significantly boost confidence, or help you boost your confidence, because it all has to do with your mental. And of course, confidence is a mental thing. It's not something tangible. You can't touch it, you can't grab it. It's a mental thing. It's something that's in your head. These 3 things target the root of the problem in different ways. Subliminals speaks directly to your subconscious mind. So if you're listening to subliminals, let's say I'm listening to subliminals that's like, I am so beautiful. Every night you're listening to subliminals that say that, your brain is going to automatically adapt that because you're listening to it every night. It's hypnotherapy. So it goes into your subconscious mind, and then it convinces you of what you're putting in it. So affirmations positively influence your mindset, emotions, and actions. So if you're just like in with subliminals in a way, because you're looking in the mirror, or you could do it anywhere, honestly, because I be doing them in my head while driving or whatever, but one of the best ways to do it is looking yourself in the eye, looking in the mirror, and stating your affirmations, stating what you want and what you want to improve, and just, it's like talking to yourself in a way, but you're looking yourself straight and directly into the eye, so that you can make that eye contact with yourself. You know, eyes are the keys to the soul. Is that the same? I think so. But yeah, affirmations, they work very well, and they have also helped me a lot in this journey. Just telling yourself constantly what you want, that's what's gonna help you. That's what's gonna push you up. If you're constantly saying like, damn, oh my God, these people are judging me. Oh my God, these people think this and that. And you're constantly, you know, speaking down on yourself, then that's all your brain is gonna do. And it's gonna continue to do that. Versus if you change your thoughts, you put on a new perspective, you look at things with a new point of view, and you're like, if they can judge me, then I must be something to talk about. I must be so important for y'all to talk about that you have to say something. You get what I'm coming from here. You just have to change your perspective on it. If people are judging you, you don't think people judge Beyonce? You don't think people judge Rihanna? You don't think people judge Nicki Minaj? But they're bad bitches, and we all know they're bad bitches. Even the ones that judge them know they're bad bitches. So it's like, you just have to switch those gears, or have those gears. You just have to have those gears going. The positive thinking, the positive mind gears going. And for prayer, you guys know what prayer is, of course, but I'm just going to break it down how I see it. I think prayer is a powerful tool for connecting with your inner self, a higher power, or the universe. It's like meditating in a way, I would say, but with meditating, you're observing your thoughts, and with praying, you're actually like putting out thoughts, if that makes sense. Like you can ask for what you want, you can talk, like it's really up to you. Prayer is different for everyone. Prayer looks different for everybody, right? And I think prayer works because you're connecting with your inner self, you're connecting with your God, and you're telling God what you want. God is now going to put you in situations where you have to use that thing that you want, like with confidence. If you're praying for confidence, God is going to put you in situations where you have to be confident. Life is going to give you those lessons, because if you want to be confident, you have to prove it. You can't just think it's going to just come to you. No, you have to, it's just like a muscle. You have to exercise it. So you're going to be put into those situations where you have to use what you're asking for, or you have to develop what you're asking for. You're going to learn a lesson. You might not get it right the first few times, and that's okay, but God will continue to send you those same lessons until you learn and until you get what you want. Because that's all this life is. God wants to give us everything we want. And the Bible says, ask and it shall be given. That is like the law of the world, the law of the universe. Like, all you have to do, even if you're not religious, all you have to do is ask and it shall be given. But don't think you're not going to have to do a little jog just to, And for an example, for confidence, if you're asking God for confidence, let's say you're looking for a job and you get a job interview, you're not getting that job interview if you're not confident. People who are hiring, they want to see people who are confident and warm and are sure of themselves, are inviting, welcoming, smile. They're not gonna hire you if you're like, my name is like, no, they're not. Babe, next candidate. I wouldn't hire you. I know I wouldn't. I need someone who's confident to work with me and around me, because the people you're around affect you. Nobody wants someone who's constantly insecure around them or constantly like talking bad about themselves, because that's gonna affect that person around you. So you have to think about that as well. Like, are you a person that you would want to be around? Because if not, then you have a lot of work to do. Last but not least, my next confidence tip would be to get your posture together. Sit up straight. Walk into rooms with your head high. Posture together. You're standing up straight. When you sit down, you sit up straight. I want to see that arch. I need to see that arch. If I'm not seeing the arch, you're not sitting right, especially as a lady. As a man, it's different, but y'all still have to sit up straight. But as a lady, I need to see that, you know what I mean? Nicki Minaj once said in a song,
when I walk in, sit up straight. I don't give a fuck if I was late.
I don't care if you're an hour late, 2 hours late. If you're 3 hours late to the function and the function got 1 hour left, 10 minutes left, you walk into that room with your head up high, head held high, back straight, posture right, and you need to be walking in that room swaying. Take control of the room. The heads are going to be turning regardless. You might as well make that good first impression right there. You have to. You must. You gotta, as a woman, you have to take control of the room. Because if not you, then who? If not these men? No, you don't want that. You have to be the seductor, the seducer, whichever one is correct. So, yes, posture is definitely a big one because it just looks clean and put together. Wait, I'm not getting at hunchback people. I'm talking about posture, okay? If it's a medical condition, that is completely different. But for posture, you don't see models on the runway slouching. You don't see models on the runway walking all crazy. They are swaying and they have perfect posture. Work on your posture. If you don't know how to do that, watch some YouTube videos on it. while you're watching a YouTube video. I'm saying that. Watch some YouTube videos on it. You could wear girdles or corsets. Yeah, that'll get you right. It'll get you right. All right, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys learned something. Tell me which tip was your favorite. Tell me which ones you guys are gonna use. But thank you so much for watching my video, and let me know in the comments if you guys want more videos like this. Bye. When I walk in, sit up straight. Don't give a fuck if I was late. Did it with my man on the, let me stop.